Hello everyone, it is Simtastic for Real here, and I am back with another video. In today's video, I am doing a speed build, and it is another college townhome. And where it's being fall and where I live, it's getting closer to fall time, and the weather is getting a little bit cooler. I just decided to build another college town home, and I just thought, why not do one for Foxbury, since I did one for Brightchester not too long ago on my channel. And I figured this one would be basically about the same type of deal as the Brightchester one. It's just going to be for Foxbury. So if your Sims go here, they're going to be renting it, and they wouldn't be able to really change the wall colors or the floorboards. And a lot of the wall colors are going to, be the school colors of Foxbury, so lots of reds and everything that are going to be mixed throughout this townhome. And and I figured what I was envisioning for this townhome would be two best friends, but honestly anybody can really go here. It could be two siblings, or it could be two roommates that don't even know each other. So whatever you feel, and whatever you think that whoever you want to move into this place can move in. So and then I don't know if any of you are following my channel very closely, and you are like, oh, usually you don't do a build on Fridays, usually you do a part of one of your Let's Plays. But if you do follow closely, you know that I did a Black Widow challenge part yesterday, and it was the final part of the series, and so that took a lot of editing and took a lot of time. And today I wanted to just do something easy, and so I just thought builds are kind of easy because all I have to do is talk, and it doesn't take a whole lot of editing to do a build video. So just thought I would do that today instead. And don't worry, the Chens will be back. I just am taking today to do a build instead. So and I know that the Foxbury town is kind of modern, and this build, I was trying to go with kind of an older townhome like I did with the Brightchester one, but that was because I was thinking that they would go into the common town that is between the two schools. But looking further into the Discovery University pack, I did notice that Brightchester and Foxbury both have a living lot on them, and for some reason I just missed it, because I don't usually, when I play the Discovery University, I usually have my Sims living at home, or they have an apartment like in the city or whatever, and they're going to college. And I don't usually play in the college worlds very much. I mean, I'll come and go to like the pub or whatever with the Sims that's in the middle little town that's in between both of them. But I don't play in the dorms or anything like that. So I didn't even notice those before. I don't even know how I missed them, but I was looking one day and I was like, oh my gosh, both of them have like a little living area. So you can actually just place it in those two worlds, and they look fine, because I placed this in the Foxbury town, in that little living space, and it's kind of got houses that are surrounding it, and they all kind of look similar to this home, so it just wouldn't look out of place. You would think that it would be more modern homes that are near it, but they look like traditional homes, so it doesn't look too bad. Brightchester, the other one, if it's in fine as well, so it won't look too weird. But I just decided maybe making like a little outdoor space where they could study or have a coffee in the morning or something. Or maybe if these Sims joined the soccer team at university, they could come out here and practice soccer. And then I also thought, for the Sims that I envisioned for this particular townhome, that they're going to be very into their school colors, just like the Brightchester Sims that I was envisioning for that one. So I just thought, it's getting into be fall time, and school, and fall time makes me think of school. And so I was just like, oh, two rivals that live, one lives in Foxbury, one lives in Brightchester. Like, what if the Sims were like related? And so it was like, two siblings that live, in separate schools, and they're just rivals. And so, when they would come home for Harvest Fest, it would just be like, whose cheer is the best and whose mascot is the best. And those would be the kind of conversations that they would have. So that's what I was just thinking of while I was building this one, and while I was building the Brightchester one, because I already was like thinking about this build when I was building the Brightchester one. So yeah, and I really like this one because it's got those, like, it has that really nice white door that came with Strangerville, and it just looks really nice on that the gray siding. And same with I tried to use a lot of the Discovery University items, but I do like the Strangerville doors because they have the little mail slot, the front door does, and I just thought that looks really nice. It'd be just so like a college town to have the little mail slots, and not like all college towns have that, but the ones that I was thinking of, has that. And then the matching door out the back, except it's just like it just has a different look, but it's from Strangerville. It just doesn't have the mail slot on the back, and then it's kind of a curved door. So, yeah. And then, like I said, just trying to use a lot of the university windows. And I didn't include any custom content in this build because I just wanted people to be able to download it straight off the gallery without having to push that please include custom content button, because I know no one does that, and I totally understand that. So I didn't use any custom content in this build for that reason. So yeah, and I'm sorry if I'm stumbling over my words, or like I seem kind of tired, just because I am, because I finished the part today for Black Widow and put it up like way later than it usually is supposed to go up. So I'm just a little bit tired from that part, but I did want to do this build because I knew it wasn't that long, and I really do love this build, and I wanted to see it again. And I love those floorboards from Eco Lifestyle. They're so pretty, especially like the orange, with like these floorboards are the orange and it's kind of washed out. It's so pretty. I really like it. And especially with the contrast of those darker bricks and the darker tones in the cabinets and countertops. That's what I was trying to look for, that word. Yeah. And then the round table, and I think those chairs are from Cats and Dogs, and I do like those because they have the arms on them. It just kind of looks nice, and kind of something that would fit nicely in this build. So, and then of course I was like, these students are going to need a teapot, or you could even replace it with a coffee pot, because I feel like students definitely live on coffee. I know I did when I was in college. I lived on coffee. So and I really love the umbrella rack that came with the seasons, and especially I love the shoe clutter items, and I just can't wait until the home decorator game pack comes on sale, because I really, really want that pack, because I know that it comes with a lot of different clutter items for like closets and stuff. And so it would just be, I don't know if it comes with shoes, or because I don't have the pack and I don't know, but hopefully they come with a few more selections of shoes that you can place by the doors, because I just feel like all of my Sims have the same shoes at their doors, because I always put that item in my builds, because it just makes it look more realistic with Sims having shoes at their door. And then, yeah, I decided to put like a little bit of a footstool, but I know Sims can sit on that and they can't put their feet up, but I just was like, oh, well, that would be really cute if they could put, they can move it around, have it as a seat or have it as a little ottoman. So, yeah, and then a nice modern light. And I was thinking maybe these kids would have, or not kids, young adults would have a pet or something. So I decided to place in some pet items as well, because that might be nice. And I wanted the pet to have a bed as well. So I was like, I don't know, do I get rid of the ottoman? No, I think I just kind of move it a little bit. And then I was like, oh, well, they'll probably have carpets at their doors so that they can wipe their feet off, like if they come in. And I never really noticed this carpet before, the one with like the little guitar on it that came with the Parenthood stuff game pack. I never really noticed that before, and I haven't really used it. So I was like, well, this would be perfect to use it because the colors kind of match at each door. So. And just adding some clutter items in just as much as I can. And yeah, and then we move on into the master bedroom over here. So this is going to be one of the students' rooms. I guess it's kind of like a master bedroom because it's got the bathroom that's hooked onto it. So, and I love the eco lifestyle little fireplaces. Oh my gosh, I love those so much. I use those a lot in like older homes kind of like this, or even just one to pop into a bedroom and you just don't want it to take up too much space. It's just really nice. So yeah, and then just adding in some decorations, and I was like, okay, well, this person might be like they might be majoring in music, so we'll add a guitar and like a guitar poster, and then some curtains in, because that always makes things look a little bit more realistic. And yeah, and then adding in some lights. I don't know what I was doing there. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I was looking at something and then forgot to pause it. And then just adding in some lights here. And then adding in some more posters, because I think I did put a Foxbury poster in here in this room. I know I put one upstairs, I think. But I thought maybe this one might have a Foxbury one, but I couldn't. Oh, here we go. I was like, I couldn't find it, but I found it. And I think I'll add a little bit more decorations in down here. Yeah, another Foxbury poster. All right, and then here I'm just going to be adding in a bookshelf because I figured probably the sim that's going to be here is going to be studying a lot and they need a place to put their books. And I'm kind of upset that I changed the color of that chair. I kind of want it to be red. So maybe before I upload it to the gallery, I'll probably change it back to the red one. Just because there can never be too much red, especially where they are going to Foxbury. And I love the beds from Seasons. Those are probably my favorite beds. So I put one down in the downstairs room, and then I also put this one up here in the upstairs room. They both came from Seasons, and I love them so much. I love the colors. I just like it because they just look so cozy. They look like the down comforters, and they just look so nice and cozy. And then adding a rug underneath the bed, which is always nice. And then I also have that Foxbury poster up in this room as well. And I figured that this sim that would be living in this room would probably be in the robotics major that came with the university. So I put a little robot in here that did come with the university pack as well. And I just thought, oh, well, maybe this is like a little project that they made at school or something, which is really nice. All right, everyone, we are going to be heading into the screenshots very shortly. I hope you all enjoyed the build today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you all in the next video.